movie Reedviews with me, Cody Reed. Now this review is for the movie Still Alice. It's directed by Richard Glatzer and Wash Westmoreland, and it stars Julianne Moore as Alice, Alec Baldwin as her husband, Kristen Stewart as one of her daughters. She also has another daughter and son. And this story really focuses on Alice and the story of how she gets Alzheimer's disease. It really focuses on Alice and how she gets Alzheimer's disease. Oh, what? Oh, that was too soon. But like I mentioned, this movie focuses on Alice, who is a linguistics professor, and she's really good at her job. She really likes, learning about communication, linguistics. She really values her intellect. But at the beginning of the movie, she finds out that she has a form of Alzheimer's disease, which, you can see through the movie how it'll take a toll on her personally, but also how it takes its toll on her and her family. It kind of affects some of these relationships. It affects her personally as well. Like I mentioned, she really values her ability to communicate, to use her intelligence. But, through the movie you can see it take its little steps, whether it's forgetting that she already said hi to someone, or forgetting small details, or having to enter questions into her phone because her memory is starting to really go away now, and so she has to remind herself when her birthday is, what the name of her oldest daughter is. And it's really heartbreaking that way. You could really see how it takes its toll on her and how it affects her. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the movie, you could really tell how she only forgets a few small details, but later on Alice starts forgetting whole events and, forgetting where the bathroom is, or forgetting, maybe what her daughter's name is and that she's in her play. And so, you can really see this progression and how it really takes its toll on her, and it's heartbreaking that way. Now, Julianne Moore is fantastic. She'll probably win the Oscar for Best Actress, but you can really see Alice through the movie use her resources, because she's a professor. She's super smart, and so she uses her resources to try to keep her memory going. But the disease takes over eventually, but she does what she can to use these resources to keep her life going, to try to keep that hope. But you can also see how she gets frustrated at times. There's different times throughout the movie where she's at maybe a high point. She's kind of happy with her life. Even though she's accepted her disease, she's still happy. And then other times she's really frustrated. She can't remember these details. And it's disappointing. And the movie itself is kind of depressing, but not in general, just because of that performance. She's so good at playing that role of an Alzheimer's patient that, you could really feel for her. Alec Baldwin I thought was decent. It's kind of weird seeing him play this just, concerned father, kind of a more dramatic role. I know that he has done stuff like that before, but I thought he was okay. Kristen Stewart, one of Alice's daughters, she actually does okay. I still don't think that she's a great actress, but I think it's probably the best that she's done, at least in a while. Part of the movie also focuses on Alice's relationship with Kristen Stewart's character, and because Kristen Stewart wants to become an actress, and so she's trying to go for plays, and Alice is trying to mentor her, and but Kristen Stewart's character is kind of like a teenager, maybe a little bit older, so she's kind of naive. So she's trying to understand her mother's symptoms and disease, and so part of the movie focuses on that relationship, and I actually like that part of the movie. Yeah, this movie really makes you appreciate your health or your memory, watching this character go through these symptoms. But the ending didn't go the way that I thought it would. It kind of was a little different, but I also wanted a little more. It kind of ended abruptly. Well, not abruptly, but I just wanted a little bit more from the ending. But if you're on the fence about this movie, go see it if you have dealt with someone with Alzheimer's, because you would probably really relate to this movie and how the characters can go through these certain things. Or if you want to know what it's like to deal with this disease, because I thought it was a fantastic portrayal of that. But if you're on the fence, just know that it's also a simple story, so if you're expecting anything more than that, which really you shouldn't from an Alzheimer's story, but just know that the plot's pretty simple. She finds out she has this disease, and what happens. So I really like this movie, so I'll personally give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The music's pretty good in the movie, and so are the characters. They're pretty decent. I didn't really care for the editing, because sometimes they'll skip forward in time, and you're like, oh, so now they've skipped forward a couple months, and so, but the characters are pretty good. The cinematography is okay. It's not really bright or colorful, but maybe that just goes with the subject matter. And Julianne Moore is fantastic. Have you seen Still Alice? Do you want to go see it? Did this review help? Like and comment on my video, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then lastly, make sure to follow me at Facebook or Twitter, or you can send me some emails at my Gmail account. Thanks so much for watching, and happy viewing.
Pinocchio, I mean, a real boy. Still, Alice isn't that great. I mean,